Okay. Good morning, my future chartered accountants. How are you? Hopefully, all of you have revised your last lecture, last notes. So first, I should say good morning. Good morning, Gunjan. गुंजन बेटे एग्जाम्पल नंबर 11 में आप जो कह रहे हो स्टडी मॉड्यूल में सिर्फ सर्टेनिटी यूज करना है या कंसेंट. Actually, in this example, both concepts are applicable, so you can use any or both, right? Executed and executory contract we will discuss in the today's lecture once again. Notes are not able to download. I just discussed with the ICI technical department. They are saying कि चल रहा है कुछ और आज हो जाएगा. Good morning Satyam. Good morning Shubhashini. Good morning Shashank. Jutra Moy. Shalini, Tamanna. Good morning everyone. Chitras, good morning. Mahima sir, what is mean by section 2 clause H, section 2 clause E, and section 2 clause B? This is the actually these are paragraph numbers. Section means paragraph number. So section 2 मतलब यानी कि जो definition से paragraph है उनके भी part है clause. ठीक है? Good morning Tushar. Good morning Sanjana. Sohani, good morning. Nikhil, good morning. Bibu, Saurabh. Sir, how are you? I am very much fine, or more fine with you. Devesh, good morning. Gunshita, good morning. Mohammad Aliddin, good morning. Beta, Harshita, good morning. Neha, Vaibhavi, Deepak, Varun, Saurabh, Vaibhavi, good morning. Sanjay, Tushar, Ishan, Karan, Devanshi, Divyanshu, Malay, Mohammad Aliddin, Mangapuram, Anshita, good morning. Mr. Sudhakar, good morning. Divya Rani, Sarvesh, Sarvashwa, good morning. Rajveer, Mansi, Riya, Saurabh, good morning everyone. Harshita, Shobha, good morning. Pavitra, अरे बाप रे, मैं आप सॉरी बच्चों में सबसे ज्यादा एक बार में सबसे गुड मॉर्निंग कर लेता हूँ, अदरवाइज क्लास ही स्टार्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे हम लोग, राइट? So once again, good morning and happy Guru Purnima to all of you. So as I have told you, we will start the second lecture with the revision of first lecture. Then we will have the test. Then we will come to the notes of second day, right? So on the first part, we are just giving the revision of what we have discussed in the last lecture, a fast revision. So please listen carefully. First of all, we have discussed the three definitions: promise, agreement, and contract. Promise equal to offer plus acceptance. Promise का section है section 2 clause B, that is equal to section 2 clause A and plus section 2 clause B. Agreement, that is promise plus consideration, section 2 clause E, that is equal to section 2 clause B plus section 2 clause D. Section 2 clause D is a section of consideration. Contract equals to agreement plus enforceability by law. That is, it means section 2 clause H, which is for contract, equals to section 2 clause E plus enforceability by law, right? So what are the essential elements? Offer plus acceptance, intention to create legal relationship. There must not be a social agreement, legal formalities as required by the law, certainty of meaning, meaning should be certain, possibility of performance, free consent. The consent should not be weighted by coercion, undue influence, fraud, misinterpretation, and mistake. Competent parties, who are competent, the person who is major, who is of sound mind and not disqualified by law, right? Lawful object and consideration means the object and the consideration of the contract must be lawful, otherwise contract will not be valid. And the agreement not expressly declared void. For this, I have just discussed the example of railway. Railway ticket can be sold by only the government. Same thing like currency can be printed by the government. So any agreement for sale of currency is always a void agreement. Next, the classification of contract. Classification on the basis of validity. Valid contract, yet it means all the essentials of section 10 are present. Voidable contract, section 2 clause I, which says the agreement is enforceable by law at the option of one or more parties thereto, but not at the option of other or others. one side it is valid, but one side can be void. In which we have discussed three concepts: free consent, timely completion, and one person want to perform but other not allowed to perform. एक आदमी परफॉर्म करना चाह रहा है लेकिन दूसरे उसे परफॉर्म नहीं करने दे रहा. Void contract, section 2 clause J has simple meaning: if anything is missing, anything of section 10 is missing in the contract is void. Contract at the time of entering may be valid, but subsequently it may be void due to some circumstance. Illegal contract, the contract to do any act which is forbidden by law. Unenforceable contract, where some legal formalities are missing, that is called unenforceable contract. On the basis of formation, express contract, that is by words spoken or written, implied by the conduct of the parties. Quasi, without words spoken or written, or without the conduct, it is just because of certain circumstances. On the basis of performance, executed contract, where both the parties have performed their obligations. Suppose I have entered a contract to sell my car for 10 lakh with Mr. A. So when it will be executed? When I will give my car to A and A will give me the money. So that is performed by both the parties, and this contract will be called executed contract. Okay. Executory, when both the parties yet to perform. Again, this is divided in two parts: unilateral and bilateral. Unilateral, when one party has performed but one has to perform. Bilateral, same is executory, when both the parties have to perform, right? So this is the start of the self-assessment test. I'm just giving 2 minutes to prepare this type of sheet. 10 questions in the self-assessment test. You just mark 10 questions. You prepare this table in the same format you are watching on the screen, and I'm giving 2 minutes for this. Then we will start test. Varun, sir, I am very much impressed with your way of teaching. Thank you. बेटे जो डाउनलोडिंग की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, I have discussed with ICI, then they have promised me to solve by today. Void contract के लिए मैंने बोला, आप इतना समझ लीजिए कि just if anything of section 10 is missing in the contract is void. The contract may be valid at the time of making, but subsequently due to unavoidable circumstances, it may be void. मानवी बेटा मैंने सॉल्व कर दी प्रॉब्लम, कितनी बार लिखोगी? Quasi contract, बेटे we will discuss in the 9th lecture a full topic on quasi contract. Till then, quasi contract means the contract which is not expressed or implied, which is created just because of circumstances. So Hani saying that I'm ready for test. Very good. All of you are ready for test. तुषार सर, previous lecture was amazing. All concepts are clear. Thank you so much यार, तुम्हारी वजह से मेरा काम हो गया. We have to learn case laws also, definitely. मैं डिस्कस कर चुका हूँ ये आपसे. Netra saying, sir, when will we start section and clauses? I'm not getting what you want to ask, बेटा. PDF का मैंने बता दिया आप लोगों को. संकल्प, रेगुलर टेस्ट improve our knowledge. Thank you for giving regular test. Thank you बच्चे मेरे. बाप रे. बेटे express contract is or not. The contract is express or not. It is decided at the time of making, and after performance or not, it will be decided it is executed or not. ठीक है ना? एक बच्चे की क्वेरी थी सर executed में और उसमें क्या फर्क होता है express में. I have discussed बेटा voidable void. गुरु पूर्णिमा की सभी को शुभकामनाएं. Void ab initio we will discuss. Neha, sir, we loved your teaching style. Thank you, मेरे बच्चे. I think we should start now. So what you have to done? This is self-assessment test, right? मैं नोट कर लूँ कहाँ तक की queries हो चुकी है आपकी. So you just have to. I will give the 30 seconds about for solve the problem. So you give the answer in first row. Answer by student. Your answer. Then जब मैं आपको answer correct answer दूँगा तो please note. Then you will find कि how much question you have given the correct answer. ठीक है. चलो let's start the first question. But before meet Mr. Damodar भाई. ये दामोदर भाई हैं. And after I will ask the question, he will give the answer to you. ठीक है, तुमको thanks बोलना जाते समय. Okay, let's start with the first question. The Indian Contract Act came into force on 1st September 1872, B 15 September 1872, C 1st October 1872, D 15th October 1872. So we call Damodar Bhai, he will give the answer. Damodar, please come and give the answer. Damodar Bhai aa gaye. And Damodar is saying the answer is A, 1st September 1872. Right? The next question. The term contract defined in which of the following sections of the Indian Contract Act? Section 2, clause A, section 2, clause B, section 2, clause E, section 2, clause H. I think it's simple question, a very easy question. Na? Better you need not to send your answers. आपकी जगह space बेकार हो जाएगा. आप अपने पास लिखिए. Please write on your answer, notebook which on the table which we have prepared. ठीक है ना? This is self-assessment test. So right answer, Mr. Damodar Bhai, please give the right answer. The right answer is section 2, clause H. दामोदर भाई हमारी हेल्प कर रहे हैं. Next question. A promise is offer plus enforceability, offer plus legal obligations, offer plus acceptance, offer only. The answer is offer plus acceptance. Offer plus acceptance. Next question. A contract is an agreement enforceability by law to indulge in litigation with malified intention for social obligation. The answer is a contract is an agreement enforceability by law. Right, बच्चों? Next. Which of the following is not an essential element of a valid contract? Registration of agreement, not an essential. Listen carefully, not an essential. Which is not essential? We have to find. Registration of agreement, free consent of parties, competency of parties, lawful consideration and object. You have to select which is not required, which is not given in section 10? The answer is registration is not given in section 10. So that is not essential element of a valid contract. आगे बढ़ते हैं बच्चों. A contract in which under the terms of a contract nothing remains to be done. Nothing remains to be done by either party is known as, nothing remain, everything is have been completed, is known as executed contract, executory contract, unilateral contract, none of these. The answer is the contract in which everything is finished to complete, that is called executed contract, right? Next, an agreement with the party who is not competent to contract. An agreement which is with the party who is not competent to contract is, it means the requirement of section 10 is not fulfilled. The contract will be void, voidable, valid or illegal. The answer is, Damodar bhai बताएं. Damodar bhai is saying the answer is A, void. I think he is right. An agreement with the party who is not competent to contract is void, because in this point section 10 requirement is missing. A agrees to sell his white car to B for rupees 50,000 or 70,000. It is valid, not agreement. Printing mistake. It is not a valid agreement. It is not a valid agreement as it is forbidden by law for unlawful consideration, not certain, impossible. The answer is C, not certain, right? Next question. An agreement enforceable by law under the Indian Contract Act may be in writing only, oral only, registered only, either A or B. Comments, person is asking, sir, Vipin is saying, sir, comments कैसे करें? बेटे इनके लिए comments करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको जो query है, आप query site होगी ना, उस पे कर लीजिए. ठीक है ना? Malafide, one is asking what is the Malafide. Okay, we will discuss after the test. An agreement enforceable by law. The answer is it may be either oral, it may be either in writing, right? Next, A invites B for his son's wedding. B accepts the invitation. In this, there is an A/N agreement, contract, acceptance, offer. ये है अच्छा question. This is the right, good question. The answer would be A, agreement, because this is the social nature agreement that is not enforceable by law. So this is only agreement but not the contract. So this was the test. I think we should say thank you to Damodar bhai. Damodar, thank you so much for giving all the correct answer. Now we come to the main part. Okay. And hopefully all of you have given all the 10 answers correct. Malafide, bad intention. Malafide means bad intention. Okay. Muhammad Barkatullah saying, sir, paper has been come from ICI module. Sir, can we clear CA foundation exam with the help of this lecture only? Definitely, beta. This lecture, the purpose of this lecture is only to just to help in passing the exam. Definitely, beta. Purpose ही यही है next lectures का. Okay. I think the बहुत easy test. All of you must have given that all the correct answers. Wow, Diksha saying, sir, I have given all the correct answer. I think I should congratulate all of you who have given all the correct answer. Now this is the time to start the class because time is now 11:20. So just we have to complete the class by 1 because from 2 p.m. onwards you have another class. So let's start. Okay. So now today we will start the first concept, proposal. Proposal or offer, section 2, clause A. So what do you mean by proposal or offer in the law in the Indian Contract Act? So listen, a person is said to made a proposal. A person is said to made a proposal when he signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence. This was the definition. But please listen what I'm saying. Please read as per my words. ठीक है? मैं जो पढ़ रहा हूँ वही पढ़ो आप. बाकी चीज को इग्नोर करके फिर दोबारा पढ़ेंगे. So a person is said to made a proposal. Listen, a person is said to made a proposal when he signifies to another his willingness to do with a view to obtaining the assent of other for such act. कि एक आदमी, one person is making his intention to another person to do something with the intention that other person give his consent on his proposal. So it is said there is a proposal. क्या कहा मैंने आपसे कि एक आदमी दूसरे आदमी को अपनी कोई इच्छा बता रहा है इस उद्देश्य के साथ कि सामने वाला उस पर हाँ कर दे. That is called offer, right? अब दोबारा पढ़ते हैं इसको. A person is said to made a proposal when he signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything with the view to obtain the assent of that other or to such act or abstinence. It means the offer can be for doing something or for not doing something. कुछ करने के लिए भी हो सकता है, कुछ नहीं करने के लिए. ठीक है? But the intention should be given with the motive, with the objective that some other person to whom the offer is made give his consent. अगर कोई आदमी ऑफर कर रहा है तो इस उद्देश्य के साथ होना चाहिए कि सामने इस पे हाँ कर दे. If someone is giving just sharing his intention, sharing his willingness without any intention of receiving the acceptance of other party, it is not an offer. मैं केवल अपनी इच्छा बता रहा हूं लेकिन मेरा कोई ऐसा उद्देश्य नहीं है कि सामने इस पे हाँ करे. So that is not an offer, that is just an express of my willingness. See the example number 37. Mr. A says to Mr. Y, will you purchase my car for 10,000 rupees? Mr. X says to Mr. Y, will you purchase my car for rupees 10,000? Now Mr. X is making offer to Y. But in example number 38, Mr. X desires to sell his car to Mr. Y for rupees 10,000. There is no contract. I am saying to Mr. Y, Mr. Y, will you purchase my car for 10,000 rupees? This is the offer. Okay. But in another way, I say to Mr. Y, my intention to sell you the car for 10,000 rupees. This is not an offer because I am not asking him. I am just giving my intention. So this is not a contract. This is not an offer. Offer should be made to accept the consent of the person to whom this is made, right? ऑफर उस हिसाब से होना चाहिए कि सामने वाला इसके लिए हाँ कर दे. अगर मेरा इंटेंशन ही नहीं है सामने वाला हाँ करे, बस मैं अपनी इच्छा बता रहा हूँ, दैट इज नॉट एन ऑफर. प्लीज नोट. ठीक है? सो thus for a valid offer, the party making it must express his willingness to do or not to do something, but mere expression of willingness does not constitute an offer. See example 39. A tells B that he desires to marry by the end of 2004. It does not constitute an offer of marriage by A to B. Therefore, to constitute a valid offer, expression of willingness must be made to obtain the assent or acceptance of the other. Further, if in the above example, A further adds, will you marry me? Now it is an offer. A B को कहता है कि 2004 तक मेरी इच्छा है मैं शादी करूँ. This is not an offer. ठीक है. But अगर वो ये कहता है B से, क्या तुम शादी करोगे या करोगी? Then it is an offer. Clear? So offer should be made with the intention, with the object to get the acceptance of other party, right? Now parties to contract. Who are the parties? First is promisor or offerer. The offerer, the person who is making the proposal or offer, and offeree to whom offer is made. But after the acceptance, the offeree becomes acceptor. First person who making the offer is called offerer. To whom offer is made is called offeree. And offeree, when accept the promise, accept the offer, becomes the acceptor. See, promiser, offerer, and offeree becomes the acceptor after the accept, right? Next, types of offer. First is, there are 5 types of offer given in the your book. First is general offer. General offer means offer to public at large. Let's say Netra is selling her mobile in the class. Netra is saying, I want to sell my mobile for 2,000 rupees. Anyone want to purchase? This is a general offer. Now, in this case, the first person who gives the consent becomes the acceptor. All the person in the class are offerees because to all of them an offer is made, but the person who first give the acceptance becomes the acceptor and the offer is closed. जब एक बार ऑफर किया, नेत्रा ने बोला कि मैं अपना मोबाइल बेच सकती हूँ 2000 रुपए में, कोई खरीदेगा क्या? उसने अपनी क्लास में बोला. तो all the student in the class are offeree, नेत्रा is offerer, ठीक है. और जो पहला पर्सन से एक्सेप्ट कर लेगा, he becomes the acceptor और ऑफर वहीं क्लोज हो जाएगा, क्योंकि भाई चीज एक ही बार तो बिकेगी. So it is an offer made to the public in general and hence anyone can accept and do the desired act. Section 8 says the performance of the condition of a proposal is an acceptance of the proposal. Please see, this is an important section. I just explain you. Section 8 क्या कहता है? What section 8 describes? Section 8 says if there is something condition in the offer and that is fulfilled by any person, then acceptance is there. For example, Netra says, okay, I want to sell my mobile for 2,000 rupees. If anyone want to purchase, just give me the advance. And Mr. A give her advance of 100 rupees. Now, this is the acceptance of the offer. Clear? This is implied acceptance. Clear? नेत्रा ने कहा कि भाई मैं 2000 मोबाइल में चाहती हूँ और जिसको भी मोबाइल खरीदना है मुझे 100 रुपए एडवांस दे दे. जो बच्चा 100 रुपए एडवांस दे जाएगा उससे ऑफर एक्सेप्ट हो गया, उसने ऑफर एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, ऑफर वहीं क्लोज, राइट. यानी कि उसे कहने की जरूरत नहीं है एक्सेप्टर को कि भैया मैं खरीद रहा हूँ, वो जस्ट गिविंग द एडवांस. इट मींस ही इज फुलफिलिंग द कंडीशन इन द ऑफर, राइट. नेक्स्ट, स्पेसिफिक ऑफर. अच्छा, एक केस रह गया बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट केस, प्लीज लिसन. This is a very much important case and landmark case in this general offer. The case was of Carlyle versus Carbolic Small Ball Company. Listen to what are the facts of the case. Carbolic Small Ball Company advertised that a reward would be given to any person who would suffer from influenza after using the medicine sorry, as per printed instruction. One lady, Mrs. Carlyle, purchased and used the medicine according to the printed direction but suffered from influenza. She claimed for the reward. It was decided by the court that she could recover and the reward as she had accepted the offer by complying with the terms of offer. What was the case? The Carbolic small ball company was a manufacturer of a medicine, and it made a medicine with the instruction printed on the medicine that if anyone use this medicine with the instructions which are printed on the medicine, and even that if he or she would suffer from influenza, the company will give the reward. So Mrs. Carlyle purchased that medicine and used as per the instruction, but even that she suffered from influenza. Now she claimed the reward, but company has denied. But when court has listened the case, the court has decided that as Mrs. Carlyle used the medicine as per the instructions, it means she had accepted the offer of the company. Now the company has to give the reward to Mrs. Carlyle, right? हुआ क्या कि कार्बोलिक कंपनी मेडिसिन बनाती थी, उसने दवाई पे प्रिंट किया या एक एडवर्टाइज निकाला कि भाई हमारी दवाई पे जो इंस्ट्रक्शन लिखे हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग अगर आप यूज करेंगे और उसके बावजूद आपको इन्फ्लुएंजा हो जाता है तो हम आपको पेमेंट करेंगे, रिवॉर्ड देंगे। मिसेस कार्ली ने वो इंस्ट्रक्शन पढ़ी, दवाई यूज की, उसके बावजूद इन्फ्लुएंजा हो गया। इन्फ्लुएंजा हो गया तो उसने रिवॉर्ड के लिए क्लेम किया। कंपनी ने कहा भाई साहब हमारा तो कोई कॉन्टेक्ट ही नहीं था, इनसे कोई बात करनी, जनरल बात कही थी हमने। तो लॉ ने कहा, कोर्ट ने कहा नो, कि आपने जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट दिया उसके अकॉर्डिंग जब लेडी ने वो इंस्ट्रक्शन पढ़ के ली, दवाई खाई, इसका मतलब उसने वो आपको ऑफर एक्सेप्ट कर लिया। नाउ कंपनी एंड द लेडी इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, और कंपनी को रिवॉर्ड पे करना पड़ेगा। दिस वाज द केस। वन मोर एग्जांपल, example 41, an advertisement given in the newspaper announcing a reward for tracing out a missing person. It can be accepted by any person who traces out the missing person and is entitled to claim the reward. What was the example? Example says if advertisement in the newspaper that anyone who finds the missing person will get the reward. So the first person who will get the person, who will trace the person, is eligible to get the reward. Now second is specific offer. Offer made to a definite person, a specific person. If offer is made to a specific person, it is called a specific offer, and that offer can be accepted only by that person. Only by that person. If another person accepts the offer, there is no contract. ऑफर जिसको किया गया वही एक्सेप्ट करेगा, जैसे कॉल क्या कहलाते हैं, कहता है ये स्पेसिफिक ऑफर। सी, he now offers to sell his car to Michelle at a certain cost. This is called specific offer. जिसको ऑफर दिया गया है वही एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है, कोई और उसे नहीं कर सकता है अगर ऑफर किसी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन को दिया गया, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड द स्पेसिफिक ऑफर। नेक्स्ट, क्रॉस ऑफर। क्रॉस ऑफर मींस two identical offers by both parties in the same time. When two parties exchange identical offers in ignorance at the time of each other's offer, the offers are called cross offer. There is no binding contract in such a case if the court will not consider one offer as offer and the other offer is as acceptance, and therefore there is no contract. So what is the meaning? Please listen. See the example 43, then we will come again on the definition part. If A makes a proposal to B to sell his car for rupees 2 lakhs, and B, without the knowledge of the proposal of A, makes an offer to purchase the same car at rupees 2 lakhs from A. Now it is not an acceptance as B was not aware the proposal made by A, it is only the cross. Listen, in normal condition, first offer, then acceptance, right? It means acceptance should be after the offer. But when two persons, A and B, making the offer to each other for same offer, see, I asked Mr. A, will you purchase my car for 2 lakh rupees? And A asked me in the same way by letter or some other mode, the same time. sir, will you sell your car for rupees 2 lakh? अब प्रॉब्लम क्या है? What is the problem in this case? Both the offer are same time. Now, which is offer and which is acceptance? Code will confuse. The code says as both are at the same point of time, we cannot decide which is offer, which is acceptance. So both are cancelled. So these are called cross offer. अगर सेम टाइम पे ऑफर आ रहे हैं बच्चों, तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि ऑफर कौन सा है, एक्सेप्टेंस कौन सा, पहचानना मुश्किल है, क्योंकि एक्सेप्टेंस हमेशा ऑफर के बाद होता है। इसलिए कोर्ट ने कहा इस तरह के ऑफर हमेशा कैंसिल होंगे, ऑफर नहीं माने जाएंगे, राइट। नेक्स्ट, काउंटर ऑफर। काउंटर ऑफर मींस conditional acceptance. Please note, counter offer means conditional acceptance. Note कर लिया? Listen, I asked Mr. A. I asked Mr. A, will you purchase my car for rupees 2 lakhs? I asked Mr. A, will you purchase my car for 2 lakhs? Mr. A says, sir, I can purchase your car, but only for 1,80,000. I asked Mr. A, will you purchase my car for rupees 2 lakh? And Mr. A replies, okay, sir, I can purchase your car, but only for 1,80,000. So the acceptance by Mr. A is not simple acceptance; it is conditional acceptance. What happened? कि मेरे ऑफर, तो मैंने जो ऑफर किया, what I offered, it denied by Mr. A, and Mr. A made the new offer. Made a new offer कि क्या उसने नया ऑफर कर दिया कि sir, will you sell your car for 1,80,000? I made the offer to Mr. A, will you purchase my car for rupees 2 lakh? But Mr. A says, will you sell your car for rupees 1,80,000? This is the counter offer. And counter offer makes the original offer end, cancel. अब इस counter offer की वजह से जो पहला ऑफर तो कैंसिल हो गया. Now I will decide whether I want to sell my car for 180,000 or not, right? So come to the point. Counter offer means when offeree imposes conditions which have the effect of modifying or verifying the offer. When the offeree accepts the offer with modification and variation in the terms of original offer, he is said to have made a counter offer, and the counter offer amounts the rejection of the original offer. Please underline. Counter offer amounts to rejection of original offer. काउंटर ऑफर से ओरिजिनल ऑफर खत्म हो गया. सी, A offers to sell his plot to B for rupees 10 lakh. B agrees to buy it for rupees 8 lakh. It amounts to counter offer. It may be result the termination of the offer of A, and if later on B agrees to buy the plot for rupees 10 lakh, A may. What is that? What is the meaning? Simple. A asked B. Listen, ध्यान से सुनिए. A asked B, will you purchase my plot of land for rupees 10 lakhs? B says, no sir, I can purchase only for 8 lakhs. So offer made by A is rejected. Now new offer of sale of land of A for rupees 8 lakh. Now A denies, okay, I am not interested to sell the land for 8 lakh. So second offer is also rejected. Now B says, okay sir, I can purchase the land for rupees 10 lakhs. Now there is new third offer. New offer, the third offer. Now again he will decide whether he want to sell the land at rupees 10 lakhs or not. ठीक है? A ने ऑफर किया B को, भैया मेरी जमीन पड़ी है 10 लाख में खरीदोगे? बी ने कहा भाई 10 लाख में नहीं खरीदूंगा, मैं तो 8 लाख में खरीदूंगा, राइट? अब क्या हुआ? इन्हें कहा मैं 10 लाख में नहीं खरीदूंगा, 8 लाख में खरीदूंगा. ए ने कहा नहीं भैया मुझे नहीं बेचनी. तो पहले तो जब ए ने ऑफर किया 10 लाख रुपए का, वो ऑफर खत्म कर दिया बी ने, अपना ऑफर रख दिया 8 लाख रुपए का, तो वो ओरिजिनल जो ऑफर था वो तो खत्म हो गया. अब बी का ऑफर आया, सर 8 लाख में बेचोगे? ए ने कहा नहीं भैया मुझे नहीं बेचनी 8 लाख में। बी ने फिर कहा ओके सर मैं 10 लाख में खरीद लूंगा। ये तीसरा ऑफर आ गया, ओरिजिनल ऑफर का एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं है क्योंकि ओरिजिनल ऑफर तो रिजेक्ट हो चुका। अब ए डिसाइड करेगा कि इसे 10 लाख में बेचनी है कि नहीं बेचनी है। अब ए कह सकता नहीं भाई साहब मुझे नहीं बेचनी, मेरा मन नहीं बेचना, क्योंकि ए के पास एक्सेप्टेंस का ऑप्शन है, वो ऑफर तो खत्म हो चुका, राइट। तो काउंटर ऑफर में इज द कंडीशनल एक्सेप्टेंस एंड इट मेक्स द रिजेक्शन ऑफ ओरिजिनल ऑफर। क्लियर? नाउ लास्ट टाइप ऑफ ऑफर, स्टैंडिंग और कंटिन्यू और ओपन ऑफर। Offer to public at large for acceptance for certain period of time. General offer is made for a certain particular period is called standing or continuing offer. If general offer is made for some period, specific period, this is called open or continuing offer, yeah, standing offer. An offer is allowed to remain open for acceptance over a period of time is known as standing, open or continuing offer. Just example, sale. Sale for 3 days आती है ना, तो this is the open offer. And one more example, tender. Tender मतलब tendering means offering something for supply of good is a kind of standing offer. Because tender is also for time limit, right? So this was the type of offer: general offer, public at large; a specific offer, particular person; cross offer, same offer by two parties at same time, same point of time; counter offer, conditional acceptance; standing offer, that is general offer for a specific time, right? Next, legal rules of offer. What are the legal rules of offer? Start करते हैं बच्चों. Legal rules of offer. The offer, first is the offer must be capable of creating legal relation. We have discussed in the section 10. A social invitation, even if it is accepted, does not create legal relationship. We have discussed example 46, an invitation to join a friend for dinner is in the marriage. If the marriage in the marriage does not create a legal relationship, it is in social activity. We have already discussed bachcho with you. Next is offer must be certain, definite, and not vague. We have again saying that we have already discussed this point. If the terms of an offer are vague or indefinite, not clear, its acceptance cannot create any contractual relationship. See the example. Example 47 says X says to Y, I will sell you a car, but X has 3 different cars. Offer is not definite. Next, a offer to sell be a, listen, this is very important example. For example 48 and 49, important concept will be discussed in these 2 examples. A offer to sell be 100 quintals of oil. There is nothing whatever to show what kind of oil was intended. The offer is not valid as it is not clear. Okay, A ने ऑफर किया B को, भैया मैं 100 क्विंटल तेल बेचूंगा, बट उसने ये नहीं बताया कौन सा ऑयल बेच रहा, कौन सी कैटेगरी का ऑयल बेच रहा. This is not a clear offer, but important. If in the above example A is dealer in coconut oil only one category of oil, now it shall constitute a valid offer. केवल एक ही तरह का ऑयल बेच रहा है तो अनसर्टेनिटी की तो बात ही नहीं है. If Mr. A is dealer in only coconut oil, then there is no point of uncertainty because he has to sell only that type of oil. So in this case, the offer perfectly valid. तो एग्जाम्पल में 48 में वो जो हमने ऑफर की बात की वो परफेक्टली वैलिड हो जाएगा इन केस ऑफ 40, राइट. द ऑफर मस्ट बी कम्युनिकेटेड. अंडरलाइन कीजिए कम्युनिकेटेड. कम्युनिकेशन का मतलब होता है, द मीनिंग ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स टू मेक समवन अंडरस्टैंड. टू मेक समवन अंडरस्टैंड. Just not to listen, just not to say, to make someone understand is called communication. An offer to be complete must be communicated to the person to whom it is made. An acceptance of an offer in ignorance of the offer is not acceptance as and does not create any right on the means offer should be communicated to the person to whom it is made. But if any person gives the acceptance without knowledge of the offer, there will not be called acceptance. See the example. This was the famous case of Lalman Shukla versus Gauridat. What was the case? What were the facts? Listen. The Gauridat sent his servant Lalman to trace his missing nephew. The nephew of the Gauridat was missing, so he sent Mr. Lalman to find the missing nephew. He then announced that anybody who traced his nephew would be entitled to a certain reward. Gauridat ने announce कर दिया. Gauridat has announced that anybody who will find the nephew will get the reward. Mr. Lalman traced the boy in the ignorance of this announcement. It means Lalman have no knowledge about such an announcement, but he find the boy. Subsequently, when he came to know the reward, he claimed it. Subsequently, he knew that there was a reward for searching that nephew. Now he claimed. But what court says? When you accepted the promise, when you accepted the offer, whether you have knowledge, Lalman says no, then the acceptance without the knowledge of offer, without the offer, that is no contract, no promise. क्या हुआ केस में? गौरी दत्त के भतीजा हो गया, उसने अपने सर्वेंट लालमन को भेजा, भाई ढूंढ के लाओ, और इस बीच में गौरी दत्त ने अनाउंस कर दिया कि जो ढूंढ के लाएगा उसे रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा. लालमन ने उसको ढूंढा, उसे मालूम नहीं था कोई ऐसा अनाउंसमेंट है. अब बाद में जब मालूम पड़ा, उसने रिवॉर्ड मांगा, तो कोर्ट ने कहा भैया जब तुमने एक्सेप्ट किया, तुम कह रहे हो जब तुमने ढूंढा, क्या तुम्हें ऑफर की जानकारी थी? नहीं. ऑफर कब मिला तुम्हें? जब तुम्हारी नॉलेज में आया बाद में. तो जब ऑफर तुम्हारी नॉलेज में आया तभी तो ऑफर हुआ ना सामने, और उससे पहले ही आप काम कर चुके थे, तो वो एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं मानी जाएगी. एनी एक्सेप्टेंस विदाउट द नॉलेज ऑफ द ऑफर विल नॉट बी टर्म्ड एज एक्सेप्ट. क्लियर? The offer must be made with a view to obtaining the consent. तो अपन इस पे 2 मिनट रुकते हैं, कोई बीच में क्वेरी हो तो वो देख लेते हैं बच्चों की. ओके. सर एग्जाम में ऑब्जेक्टिव पूछते हैं क्या? 1-2 क्वेश्चन आते हैं बच्चे एग्जाम ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप. अंजना सर, योर टीचिंग इज ऑसम, थैंक यू बेटा, बट कम टू द क्वेरीज. Someone is saying, sir, we have to learn same examples as given in the study material, or we can use our own example. You can use your example, beta. ऐसा नहीं है कि you have to use the example which are given in the study. The examples given in the study module just to help. Someone is asking, sir, advertisement भी offer होती है. We will discuss. इसमें एक point है, we will discuss. अभी आएगा थोड़ी देर में. Influenza is like the disease, beta. Someone is saying, sir, speak in English only. Beta, I am just using both language, English and Hindi. ठीक है? What I discuss in English, I am also explaining in Hindi. Nothing else. ठीक है? कोई additional, no additional thing in Hindi. So, some students are from a side which are not comfortable in English, so I am using Hindi. लालमन शुक्ला वर्सेस गौरी दत्त वाला केस लॉ स्पेसिफिक ऑफर में व्हाट हैपेंड? सर लालमन शुक्ला वर्सेस गौतम वाला केस लॉ स्पेसिफिक ऑफर में भी इंक्लूड हो सकता है, मींस अगर एग्जाम में स्पेसिफिक ऑफर आ जाए टू आंसर, दिस इज नॉट एन स्पेसिफिक ऑफर, इज जनरल ऑफर. The offer made by Gauri Dutt is the general offer, not the specific offer. In exam, it is essential to written the exam, write the example. No, it is not it, but you can mention the examples. JB का thank you so much sir, आपकी टीचिंग मेथड बहुत अच्छी है, थैंक यू बेटा. चलो आगे चलते हैं, प्रॉब्लम बहुत सारी हो गई. सर स्टैंडिंग ऑफर कैन बी जनरल ऑफर. स्टैंडिंग ऑफर इज a जनरल ऑफर, बट स्टैंडिंग ऑफर इज a जनरल ऑफर फॉर सम पर्टिकुलर टाइम, राइट? ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं बच्चों. लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. The offer must be made with the view to obtaining the consent of the offeree. We have discussed actually the example of movie Sholay, when Mr. Amitabh Bachchan went to the Mossi for the Mr. Dharmendra. तो इनकी बातों से ऐसा लग रहा था कि he is not interested in getting the consent of Mossi. तो law says the offer must be made with a view to obtaining the consent, not only the willingness. कि ऑफर हो तो सामने इस उद्देश्य से किया जाए कि सामने इस पर हाँ करते. I have discussed in the definition part. An offer may be conditional. Important. नोट कर लीजिए यहीं पर, प्लीज नोट ऑन दिस पॉइंट. An offer may be conditional, but acceptance cannot be conditional. Offer may be conditional, but acceptance cannot be conditional, because if acceptance is conditional, it will become a counter offer, right? So an offer may be conditional. Let's say an offer can be made subject to any terms and condition by the offerer. The offeree will have to accept all the terms of offer, otherwise the contract will be treated as invalid. It means if offer is made with conditions, to accept the offer, to give the acceptance, the all condition must be fulfilled. Otherwise there will not be valid acceptance. If there is no valid acceptance, there is no promise. If there is no promise, there is no agreement. And if there is no agreement, there is no contract. The offerer may ask, for example, offerer may ask for payment by RTGS, online payment, NEFT. The offeree will have to accept all the terms of the offer. Otherwise, the contract will be treated as invalid. Clear? So, important thing is, offer may be conditional, but acceptance cannot be conditional, right? And if offer is conditional, to fulfill, then to complete the acceptance, on the all the conditions of offer must be fulfilled. If you, for example, let's say I ask Mr. A, will you purchase my car for 2 lakh rupees? If your answer is yes, then to give, then to send rupees 50,000 as advance. So if Mr. A want to purchase my car, then he has to send me the advance. Even it means if Mr. A says, okay sir, I am ready to purchase, but he does not send me the advance, the offer is not, acceptance is not valid. तो भाई मैंने उसको बोला, मैंने एक को बोला भैया अगर आपको मेरी गाड़ी 2 लाख में खरीदनी है तो 50,000 रुपए एडवांस भेज दो. इन्होंने कहा तो मैं गाड़ी तो खरीद रहा हूँ, ओके, लेकिन एडवांस नहीं भेजे, तो वो एक्सेप्टेंस वैलिड नहीं माना जाएगा. और जब एक्सेप्टेंस वैलिड नहीं होगा तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी वैलिड नहीं होगा, इनवैलिड. The offer should not contain a term, the non-compliance of which would amount to acceptance. Means offer should not contain a condition, the non-compliance of which called amount to acceptance. कुछ नहीं होना acceptance नहीं हो सकता. Let's say A proposes B to purchase his Android mobile for rupees 500, and if no reply by him in a week, it shall be assumed that B had accepted the proposal. This is not. Law says condition कुछ करने के लिए हो सकती है. The condition may be done in offer for to do something. Not to do something is not. Suppose in example 53, A proposes B to purchase his Android mobile for rupees 500, And he mentioned that in the contract, if you not reply within week, I shall assume that you have accepted the offer. Law says this is not a perfectly valid contract. We have already discussed offer may be specific, general. We have discussed. I'm not taking these points at this place. Offer may be expressed or implied. Very simple. A boy, I think in this example will very much clear to you. A boy start cleaning the scooter and it stops on the traffic signal without being asked to do so. In such a circumstances, any reasonable man could guess that he expects to be for this. Here, boy makes an implied offer. Means a boy comes and clean your car. You does not you allow him to cleaning. It means you are accepting the offer. If you stop him and he does not stop, even that there is no offer. यानी कि आपने तो मना कर दिया, he cannot clean. A boy come and starting cleaning of your car, you are silent. It means you are accepting the offer. Okay, this is the implied offer, and you are silent. Give the implied acceptance. You stop him, but he does not stop himself. So there is no acceptance, and he cannot claim anything from it, right? This is the important point. Point number 9. Mark लीजिए, important है बच्चों. Offer is different from a mere statement of intention and invitation to offer, a mere communication of information, a prospectus and advertisement. Please listen. Offer is different from statement of intention. मेरी इच्छा बताने की. Invitation to offer. Invitation to offer is the pre-step of offer. And mere communication of information, a prospectus and advertisement. See one by one. A statement of intention and announcement. Let's see. A father wrote his son about his wish of making him the owner of all the property is mere a statement of intent. एक फादर ने लेटर लिखा बच्चे को कि मेरी इच्छा है सारी प्रॉपर्टी मालिक तुम हो जाओ, और ये उनकी इंटेंशन, उन्होंने आपको ऑफर नहीं किया है. He just father is just giving his intention. He is not making the offer. One more, an announcement to give scholarship to children scoring more than 95% in the 12th board is not an offer. The law says this type of announcement will not be considered as offer. One more important case, Harvey versus Fessy. Offer must be distinguished from an answer to a question. Case law. Harvey versus Fessy. In the given case, the Harvey through a telegram Fessy asked Fessy 2 questions. Harvey ने telegram भेजा, Fessy को 2 question पूछे. Will you sell your bumper hall pen and telegraph lowest cash price? Harvey asked 2 questions from Fessy through a telegram. Will you sell your bumper hall pen, and what is the lowest price? Fessy replied through telegram, the lowest price of the bumper hall pen is £900. Harvey sent another telegram stating that we agreed to buy bumper hall pen for £900. However, the Fessy refused to sell the property at this price. Harvey sued the defendant. Defendant means Fessy, contending that they had made an offer to sell the property at £900, and therefore they are bound to buy the offer. क्या हुआ? हार्वे ने क्या कहा? 2 क्वेश्चन पूछे Fessy से, and Fessy has Harvey asked 2 questions, but Fessy has replied only 1 question. Harvey asked, will you sell your bumper hall pen and telegraph the lowest price? Telegraph the lowest price. So Fessy has replied only 2nd question, the lowest price, but he does not reply on the 1st question whether he will sell or not. Now Harvey has made Harvey filed a suit against the Fessy, but court said it was decided by the Privy Council that while Harvey asked 2 questions, Fessy replied only to the 2nd question by quoting the price, but reserved their answer with regard to the willingness to sell. Thus there is no offer at all. Clear? कोर्ट ने कहा हार्वी ने 2 क्वेश्चन पूछे लेकिन फैसी ने सिर्फ एक का जवाब दिया, उसने ये नहीं बताया वो बेचेगा या नहीं बेचेगा, तो उसने ऑफर एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं किया, तो देयर इज नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, राइट? Again, there must be distinguished from an invitation to offer. So listen, all the menu cards, all the price tags, they are invitation to offer. How? Listen the example. Let's say Mr. Atharv Barnaval, Mr. Atharv went to a restaurant and see the menu card. In the menu card, he find that let's see, paneer gravy. Paneer gravy is rupees 250. The price was mentioned in the menu card for paneer gravy 250. So Atharv has ordered for paneer gravy, but waiter says, "Sir, this menu card is old. Now the current price is rupees 300. Can Atharv compel restaurant owner to sell the paneer gravy at 250? What was the case? Atharv restaurant में जाते हैं, वहां मेनू कार्ड पढ़ते हैं, वहां पर लिखा था पनीर ग्रेवी 250 रुपीज। जब उन्होंने वेटर को ऑर्डर किया तो वेटर ने कहा, सर ये तो प्राइस बढ़ गए हैं, आज से ये 300 रुपए की। क्या अथर्व उन्हें कंपेल कर सकते हैं 250 में बेचने के लिए? Whether Atharv can compel the restaurant owner to sell the paneer gravy at 250? Even in that case, the waiter is saying the price is 300. Law says no. Law says the menu card is just an invitation to make an offer, price tag. It means the restaurant owner is not making an offer to you to sell the gravy at 250. You are making the offer to restaurant owner to sell the gravy at 250. Now restaurant owner will decide whether he wants to sell or not. Yani ki you are making the offer. Atharv is making the offer. Will you sell your paneer gravy at 250? And restaurant owner says no, it is for 300. So Atharv cannot compel restaurant owner to sell the paneer gravy on the price mentioned on menu card. So listen carefully. All the menu card, all the price tags, just an invitation, just to invite to make the offer. You are making the offer on the basis of price. The price list of the goods does not constitute an offer for sale of certain goods on the listed price. It is an invitation to offer. An advertisement for sale of goods by auction is an invitation to offer. It merely invites offers bid made at the auction. देखिए advertisement जितने भी होते हैं, all the advertisement are just invitation to offer, but there is an exception for that point. All the advertisement made in the newspaper, TV, whatever be, they are just an invitation to offer, not the offer. But only one case, their advertisement is offer. When advertisement in newspaper is made for reward to general public, is called offer. Let's see. Mr. X lost his car. He gives an advertisement in newspaper that he will reward of rupees 10,000 who will give the information about his car. Now this is so all the offers, all the advertisement in the newspaper are not considered offer. They are considered invitation to offer, except one. When advertisement is termed with reward, then it is the offer. अगर जितने एडवर्टाइजमेंट आते हैं न्यूज़पेपर में आते हैं, सेल ये सो व्हाटएवर भी, दीज आर जस्ट इनविटेशन टू ऑफर. लेकिन अगर एडवर्टाइजमेंट के साथ कोई रिवॉर्ड लगा हुआ है कि भैया मेरे ढूंढ के लाने वाले को ₹1 का इनाम मिलेगा, देन इट इज एन ऑफर. द ओनली वन केस द एडवर्टाइजमेंट विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज ऑफर. सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग सुपर ओवर, आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग 2 प्रॉब्लम्स. एक क्वेश्चन था अभी टेस्ट का 10th क्वेश्चन, आई विल टेक आफ्टर द ब्रेक, so don't worry. Bansuri says, sir, in the cross offer, is it necessary that all the terms and conditions should be same for both the parties? Normally, yes. Yes. I will take the 10th question after the break. Don't worry. Sankalp is saying, in the oil example, there must be explained what kind of oil is it. Okay? Is it there necessary to tell the model number, color, etc.? You have to explain by which they are bifurcated. जिस तरीके से उनको अलग अलग किया गया, उस सबसे बताना पड़ेगा ना. अब वहां पर अगर मान लीजिए all the oils are in same color, but packet are size are different, so you have to mention whether 5 liter packet or 1 liter packet. So depend upon the situation. Lovely beta, please wait. I will definitely discuss with you at the question number 10. Okay. Sakshi is saying, sir, can I file complaint against a person who has to give me a certain amount and he was agreed to give the amount written form? If it is just like gift, it should be written and registered. Only written is not sufficient. Mr. NC Goda is saying, sir, offer only for material things. No, it is not so. Shivangi is saying, sir, kya paper 3 में calculator allowed है बेटा? I think you should ask from the teacher of third paper. Atharv is asking, sir, if you only for if the offer is only for those people whose age is above 50. Here offer is for a specific group of people. It is specific offer. No, beta, it is specific offer just for one person. It is not specific. It is general offer, but specific category. Express or implied, beta manya, we have discussed many times. Express means by orally, by written, but implied by conduct, by behavior. Mr. Mangapuram is saying that 95% marks for scholarship is also reward. That is not an advertisement, just an announcement, beta. Thank you, Pratham. I think we should come on the super over 3. Ready for super over 3? Okay, let's start. First ball of the super over 3. A bid is an auction sale. Implied offer to buy, express offer to buy, invitation to offer to buy, none of these. All the answers should be in one shot, bete. Bete, all of you have to give in one shot, all the answer one shot, then I will read your name. Okay. Next. One person wants to travel from Agra to Delhi. The bus traveling from Agra to Delhi comes to the bus stand. This is an implied offer, express offer, a specific offer, or none of the above. Mr. Sanyam is saying, sir, can you refer some books for law? I think your study material is best. You need not to refer any other book. Next question. A person advertisement in newspaper to sell his old car. This is general offer, specific, invitation to offer, none of these. Mr. Grish Malpur is saying government gives some reward to students who get 80% is general offer, specific offer. I think this is an announcement as per the law. This is not general offer. This is not a specific offer. Next. Where there is a counter offer, the original offer terminates. True, partly true, false, none of these. Next. Which of the following is valid offer? Advertisement in newspaper, price list, advertisement including reward, all of the above. Next. Last ball of the over. A offers B to supply books at rupees 500 each. B accept the same with condition at 20% discount. It is counter offer, cross offer, specific offer, general offer. Subhashri ma'am is saying, sir, where can we get practice question paper, sir? You can download the suggested answer of previous year exams questions. Suggested answer are the previous year question paper with the solutions, suggested solutions. So you can download and can get the practice. But अभी तो 2 दिन हुए बच्चों, अभी just today just second lecture. Just wait. And sometime you will be very much familiar to the law. Then you can do anything. Okay. So let's start with the answers. मैं start करता हूँ one by one. A bid in auction sale is invitation to offer. Actually, the law says the bidder in the auction just make the invitation to offer. Okay, and the person who will decide, the person who make the auction is make invitation. A bid is definitely and express offer. Sorry, this is the right answer is B. But B is the right answer. Actually, what happened in the auction? There is an advertisement. Listen, there is an advertisement in the newspaper about the auction. The person who arranged the auction is just making the invitation to make the offer. Now the person who are making the bids are just making the offer. So who is the highest offer, highest bid will be accepted. So this is the right answer is in this case is an express offer. Express offer. The person who arranging the bid, he is making the invitation. Here the bid, जो आदमी जो इंसान ऑक्शन को अरेंज कर रहा है वो इनवाइट कर रहा है ऑफर करने के लिए, लेकिन जो बिड कर रहा है he is making the offer. Next point. The person wants to travel from Agra to Delhi. This is just an example of implied offer. Next, person advertising newspaper to sell his old car is an invitation to offer, just an advertisement. Next, where there is a counter offer, the original offer terminate. This is the true statement. Original offer क्या हो जाएगा? Reject हो जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा. Next, which of the following is valid offer? The answer is advertisement including reward. Last one is offer A offers B to supply books at 500 each. B accept the same with condition of 21 discount. It is an example of counter offer. Right? So who is the lucky one who has given all the correct answers? I think there's some confusion on the first question. Listen, listen. The person who makes the bid is just making the offer. The person who arranges the auction and for giving the advertisement, it is invitation to offer, right? So clear कर लीजिए इसको. I think no one has given. Okay. Mr. Bhumik Babbar has given all the correct answer. Congratulations, beta. Then Miss Patel Kamlesh Bhai. Then Muhammad Barkatullah. Then Swagitika Nayak. Tamanna Rise. And Mr. Poloju Prasad. Okay. So here we will all count. I should consider all of you have given who have given all the correct answers. I could not take the name of all of you. So, but my blessings are always with you. So let's we have a break of 5 minutes at this point. This is 12:18, and please limit the break only for 5 minutes, and we will join after 5 minutes. Thank you so much, बच्चों. 5 मिनट के बाद मिलते हैं with the topic accepted. Okay. Welcome everyone. Break is over. I'm just start with the question number 10 of the test. The problem three, A invites B for his son wedding. B accept the invitation in this case. Actually, invitation for son's wedding and accepting that offer is the social agreement. So we have to actually we have option or four options: agreement, contract, acceptance, and offer. And which is the best one is social agreement. Some of you say that sir, there is no consideration, then it is not an agreement. So, but it is social agreement. So on the basis of information what I provided, it's a suppose option are agreement, contract, acceptance, and offer. The best answer is the agreement because it's concerned with the social agreement, right? I think it is clear, Mr. Loveleen Kaur. Ms. Loveleen Kaur. Now I'll come to question number 1. इसमें भी confusion है. Sir, bid is an auction sale. Please listen. Listen. Bid of two types. Okay. One bid is in IPL. One bid is in IPL. And the next bid, for example, actually होता क्या है? First, the person who, suppose I want to sell my calculator on auction. So I made the advertisement in the newspaper about your announcement about the auction for particular date. So I am making, I'm inviting the people to make the offer. Now auction is arranged. Persons have come. Just a moment. People has come and making the bid. And they are making the bid. For example, person says 500, second is says 200. So one type of bid is just this type of bid. Normally, जो होता है. So this is called express offer. But if the bid is like IPL में क्या होता है? What happened in IPL? The minimum price and the next bid is decided. For example, the minimum price is 10 lakh rupees for a player, right? And the bid will be increase in the multiple of 50,000. Okay, so 8 teams are the participants of 8 teams are there. So first bid is suppose made by the Mumbai Indians for the minimum bid at 10 lakh. So he for 10 lakh. So he just raised the hand. So he raised the hand. It means he is accepting. He's giving the first bid for 10 lakh rupees. The second bid is made by Hyderabad. He just has to raise the hand, and automatically its bid will be 10,50,000. Third is raised by Punjab, team of Punjab. So third bid will automatically become the 11 lakh. It means the next bid is 11 lakh. So they are making the implied bids. So in this case, they are the implied offer. Normally, the criteria of bid is like that. He's one person making the 500. Second says sir 550 rupees. Third says 600. So these are the express offer. So one thing is very much clear: the bid made by the bidders are offer. It may be express offer. It may be the implied offer. Depend upon the situation. So the question is here just to explain the concept, not to giving the mark to you, right? So if in normal case the bid is an express offer, but in specifically given just like IPL case situations are given, then it may be the implied. Okay, so this may be express or implied. Cross offer I have discussed, Basuri Beta I have discussed, there no normally the outcome should be same, but it may be different depend upon the situation, right? I think one more, both the problems are solved, right? अब आगे बढ़ते नहीं तो बच्चों आज का रह जाएगा सेशन, क्योंकि because at 1 PM you have to take the break of 15 minutes, then you have to take the lunch, then you have to come in the next class. So please allow me to continue so that we can I can complete by 1 p.m. The next topic is acceptance, section 2, clause B. A proposal or offer is said to have been accepted when the person to whom the proposal is made signifies giving his consent or assent to the proposal to do or not to do something. If one making the offer and second was saying yes, whether offer for doing something, whether offer for not doing something, it means the other party is giving a acceptance. So acceptance, what is acceptance? In the simple words, acceptance is the signification of the assent to the offer by the offer. And now after the acceptance, offer becomes the acceptance. So what are the legal rules of acceptance? Legal rules of acceptance. First is no if, no but, only yes. No if, no but, only yes. Anybody says no if, no but, but law says only yes. It means acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. Absolute matlab complete and unqualified means unconditional. So all the terms and conditions must be accepted, otherwise no acceptance. It is called as counter offer. क्या कहलाएगा ये बच्चों? Counter offer. See the example. A inquiries from B. Will you purchase my car for rupees 1 lakh? A inquiries from B. Will you purchase my car for rupees 1 lakh? And B replies, I shall purchase your car for 80,000. This is conditional acceptance, hence it is not an acceptance. It is simply a counter offer, and counter offer is the offer by the offeree and can result in a contract only if it is accepted by the first party who made the original offer. Yeah, I discussed all it. ठीक है बच्चों? Next, must be communicated to offer. The acceptance must be communicated to the offerer. Acceptor has given his consent, but it is not, he is not informed to offerer, then it is not accepted. See the example. A proposed B to marry him. B informed A sister that she is ready to marry, but sister did not inform A about the acceptance of proposal. There is no contract as acceptance was not communicated to A. Very simple. Clear hai? I think it is clear. Very simple example. The offer must, acceptance must be communicated to the person to whom the by whom offer is made. भैया जिसने ऑफर किया उसी को तो आप दोगे एक्सेप्टेंस, चलते आदमी थोड़ी दे दोगे, right? Important once more, acceptance must be in the mode prescribed. Please listen carefully. If the acceptance is not according to the mode prescribed, see, I asked Mr. A, will you purchase my car for rupees 2 lakh? If you accept my offer, then reply by email. ठीक है, मैंने ऑफर किया एक को, क्या तुम मेरी कार 2 लाख में खरीदोगे? अगर तुम्हारा जवाब हाँ है तो मुझे ईमेल से रिप्लाई कर दो, राइट? बट व्हाट हैपेंड? A replied by WhatsApp. I asked Mr. A, will you purchase my car for 2 lakh rupees? If your answer is yes, then reply by email. But Mr. A replied by WhatsApp. Now, whether the acceptance by Mr. A is as per the prescribed mode, the answer is no. Now I have two options. The offerer has two options. The offerer has two options. One, accept that acceptance. on WhatsApp or inform Mr. A that, sir, your acceptance is not as per the mode prescribed. Your acceptance is not as per the mode prescribed. Please give your acceptance as per the mode prescribed in the offer. When A reply by WhatsApp, I have two options. मेरे पास दो option. क्या? Either मैं उसको accept कर लूं और मैं कहूं भैया तुम्हारा जो acceptance आया है वो prescribe mode में नहीं है, उसे prescribe mode में भेजो. So if I accept, I apply the option 1. I accept, I am remain silent. It means I have accepted the offer. The acceptance will be perfectly valid. I have accepted that acceptance. अगर मैं silent हूं तो वो acceptance valid मानी जाए. But if I have informed Mr. A and A even that does not reply, does not give the acceptance as per the mode prescribed, the offer is there will not be considered any acceptance, right? If the acceptance is not according to the mode prescribed or some usual mode or reasonable mode where there is no mode prescribed. If mode prescribed, then according to that mode. If not prescribed, so reasonable mode. The offerer may intimate, may or may not, may intimate to the offeree within a reasonable time that the acceptance is not according to the mode prescribed and may insist that the offer must be accepted in the prescribed mode only. If he does not inform the offeree, if he means offerer does not inform the offeree, he is deemed to have accepted the. Okay, let's see the example. If the offerer prescribed acceptance through messenger, that is peon, and offeree sends acceptance by email, there is no acceptance of the offerer. If the offerer informed the offeree that the acceptance is not according to the mode prescribed, but if the offerer fails to do so, it will be presumed that he has accepted the acceptance and there is a valid contract. Okay? I think this point is clear. Time limit. So next point is time limit. The law says acceptance must be given within the specific time, if any, and if no time is stipulated, if not no time is specified, except okay. So there is some problem. Technical support, can you hear me? कोई डिस्टर्ब आ रहा है क्या क्लास में सर? तो क्या सर अभी बीच चल रहा है, लाइव है सर? ओके, एक बार चेक करिए सर प्लीज। बच्चों वेट फॉर 1 मिनट। ओके, so example number 61, A offered to sell 50 kg of bananas at rupees 500. B communicated the acceptance after 4 days. अब now हाँ सर आ रही है आवाज? सर अभी मैं स्पीड चेक कर रहा हूँ तो ठीक है, प्रॉपर आ रही है। आई थिंक आई शुड शेयर द स्क्रीन। अभी सही है सर? अगर तो आए तो प्लीज बताइएगा, वैसे मैं देख रहा हूँ। ओके, तो नेक्स्ट रूल इज साइलेंस इज नॉट एन एक्सेप्टेंस. The acceptance of an offer cannot be implied from silence. It means if someone making the offer and the offeree remains silent, that is not an acceptance. The acceptance on offer cannot be implied from the silence of the offeree or his failure to answer, unless the offeree has any previous conduct indicated that his silence is the evidence of acceptance. मतलब specifically it means something like that which can explain, which can prove that silence is the acceptance. See the example. A subscribe, listen, this is important example. A subscribe for the weekly magazine for 1 year. Even after the expiry of this subscription, the magazine continue to send him the company continued to send him the magazine for 5 years, and also A continued to use the magazine. He is silent but continue using the magazine, but denied to pay the bill. Whether A should pay the bill? Definitely yes, because he is using the magazine. Now this silent, his silent remain considered as acceptance because uska use karna is the use of magazine is the implied acceptance. So normally silent is never acceptance, but if silence is equal to implied acceptance by conducting, in that case, by conduct something like, so that it can be considered that there is acceptance. So it is acceptance, otherwise silence is not an acceptance. Next, express acceptance either in writing or by words of mouth. A asks B, will you purchase my car for rupees 2 lakh? B says yes, it is an express acceptance. Implied by conduct by performance. A reaches in a coffee house. Achha, I'm discussing one more example. I have discussed the example at invitation to offer. Okay. I think Athar, I've taken the name of Athar. Athar went, I'm repeating that example. Athar went to the restaurant. Okay. See the menu card and see that the price of the paneer gravy is 250. And he orders the waiter for one paneer, right? Waiter remains silent and gives the bowl of paneer. Athar consume it, and when at the time of making the payment, the waiter says this is the of 300 rupees. Now, whether waiter can claim rupees 300? सिचुएशन देखो, अक्सर रेस्टोरेंट में जाते हैं, मेनू कार्ड पढ़ते हैं, उसमें लिखा था पनीर शाही पनीर 200 रुपए, 250 250, राइट? वो ऑर्डर करते हैं, वेटर ला कर देता है, लेकिन जब पेमेंट की बारी आती है तो वेटर कहता है बस 300 रुपए का है, The question is whether author can insist for 250, yeah, whether waiter can claim 300. Waiter can claim 300, no, because author has made the offer at 250 rupees. Waiter has given him, it means it is implied acceptance of the offer of author at 250. मेनू कार्ड इनविटेशन टू ऑफर था, अथर्व ने ऑफर किया, इट मींस उसने ऑफर किया 250 पर मेनू कार्ड देखकर, वेटर ने कुछ नहीं कहा और उसको लाके दे दिया, इट मींस वेटर ने ऑफर एक्सेप्ट कर लिया ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ रेस्टोरेंट. सो इन दिस केस द रेस्टोरेंट कैन नॉट क्लेम 300 फॉर दैट, राइट. Example 63. A reaches in a coffee house and demands the coffee. Waiter brings up and keep before A. This is an implied acceptance. Example 64. When a businessman receive an order from a customer and execute the order by sending the goods. Businessman received the order, but he does not give the acceptance, just send the goods. It means it is a implied acceptance by conduct, right? So communication of offer and acceptance. See the example, which will clear to the actual concept of communication of offer and acceptance. See, offer sent by O to A on 1st January 2021. Offer sent by दो parties हैं, there are two parties O and A. O sent the offer to A on 1st January 2021. Offer received by A on 3rd January 2021. A sent his acceptance to O on 7th January 2021. Acceptance received by O on 10th January 2020. क्या एग्जाम्पल है? ओ ने ऑफर भेजा ए को 1 तारीख को, 3 तारीख को ए को मिला, ए ने 7 तारीख को एक्सेप्टेंस भेजी और ओ को कब मिली? 10 तारीख को. तो प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस एग्जाम्पल. आई विल कम टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. First one, communication of offer will complete on 3rd January 2021 when it comes to the knowledge of offeree. When offeree knew about the offer, then communication will be complete. ऑफर का कम्युनिकेशन कब माना जाए कंप्लीट? जब ऑफरी को वो मिल गया, ऑफरी की नॉलेज में आ गया, यानी कि दैट इज थर्ड. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Now communication of acceptance is complete against O on 7 when it is put in the course of transmission to him. It means acceptance for O. Acceptance is complete against O on 7th January when it is put in the course of transmission to him. And acceptance of communication of acceptance is complete for A when it comes to the knowledge of the offer. That is 10. मतलब ऑफर का कम्युनिकेशन खत्म होगा, कंप्लीट होगा जब ऑफर की नॉलेज में आ जाएगा. बट एक्सेप्टेंस का कम्युनिकेशन कंप्लीट होगा ऑफर के लिए जब ए भेज देगा, जब एक्सेप्टर भेज देगा. और एक्सेप्टर कब माना जाएगा? जब ओ को पहुंच जाएगा, ऑफर को पहुंच जाएगा. तो इसकी रेलेवेंस क्या है? Now O cannot withdraw his offer after 7. And it means ऑफर कब किया गया? 1 तारीख को भेजा गया, 3 को पहुंचा, लेकिन एक्सेप्टेंस कब भेजी गई? 7 तारीख को. When the offer was made on 1st, reaches to the A on 3rd, but acceptance was sent by A on 7th. So before that point, O can withdraw his acceptance. Before that point, that is before 7th. Now A can withdraw his acceptance before 10 when it comes to the knowledge of. क्योंकि अगर when offerer knew about the acceptance, the contract is complete. Now A cannot withdraw his acceptance. When offer is completed, then there is no chance to withdraw the acceptance. So A can withdraw the acceptance before it reaches to the offerer. An offer can withdraw his offer when the acceptance sent before the acceptance sent by the offer, right? Please इसको note कर लीजिए. This is very important. Next point. The communication of offer is completed when it comes to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. We have discussed when an offer is made by post, its communication will be complete when the letter containing the proposal reaches the person to whom it is made. I think it is clear. Example number 65. A makes proposal to B to sell his house for rupees 2 lakh. A ने offer किया B को for 2 lakh rupees. The letter is posted on 10th March, but reaches on 12th. So offer, when offer will be completed, offer will be communicated on 12th when it comes to the knowledge of the offer, right? Next, communication of acceptance. Communication of acceptance we have discussed against the proposer when it is put in the course of transmission to him so as to be out of the power of the acceptor to withdraw the same, and against the acceptor when it comes to the knowledge of the proposer. Now, one important is communication by omission. Let's see an example. A offers rupees 50,000 to B if he does not arrive before the court of law as the evidence in the case. B does not arrive on the date of hearing. It means he has accepted the. A ने B को 50,000 रुपए दिए, भैया तुम बताना गवाही के लिए. B नहीं आया, it means उसने ऑफर को एक्सेप्ट. Next, I think we have already discussed this point, but I am repeating. When a proposal is accepted by letter sent by post, the communication of the acceptance will be complete as against the proposer when the letter of acceptance is posted, and as against the acceptor when it reaches to the proposer. A makes the proposal to B and B sent his acceptance by post on 10th June. Acceptance reaches to A on 13th June. Acceptance is completed on 10th on the part of A and on 13th on the part of B. Please read this example. Next, acceptance over telephone telex when offer is made. Sort of a pointer, very small point. When an offer is made of instantaneous communication like telex, telephone, fax, or through email, the contract is only complete when the acceptance is received by the offeree and the contract is made at the place where the acceptance is, right? This is important point. I think it should be the last point. Communication with special conditions. Normally, you have seen there are some conditions printed on the back side of the laundry receipt or railway ticket. Special conditions printed on the back of ticket receipt, whether in the knowledge of passenger or not, will be treated as accepted by the passenger. It means the conditions printed on the back side of the ticket, whether the person read or not, it will be presumed by law that he has already read the conditions. But there is exception. This is the important part. This is the important part, exceptions. It means in these cases, passenger person will not be treated as already read the condition. He will not be bound by these conditions. First, conditions are contained in the document which is delivered after the contract is complete. It means document on which conditions are mentioned was given to him only after the contract is complete, or conditions limiting the rights of acceptor are not brought to the notice of acceptor. Acceptor को inform नहीं किया. There was no information. Acceptor was not informed that there are some condition on the backside of receipt. And third one is document does not give reasonable notice on its face that it contains certain special conditions. That I think it should be mentioned on the front of the document that there's some condition behind the document. You may write PTO, please turn over. So something you have noticed, there's conditions are mentioned like a loan receipt, that if you cannot take back the goods or take the cloth back within 15 days, the laundry will not be responsible. So these are the special conditions that are mentioned on the back. But for this purpose, something should be on the face of the document that to inform that there are some conditions written on the back side of the document. See, this is an important example for you. A passenger deposited a bag in the clock room at railway station. You know clock room where the goods are kept for the safety. Some stations are allowing the clock room service to take the custody of the goods for some money, for some charges. The acknowledgement receipt given to him carried on the face of it that's word see back. It means on the receipt of the clock room, it was mentioned see back. Back side ko bhi dekhna. You please read the back side. One condition limited the liability of the railway for any package of ₹100. So what was the mention on the back side of the document, that the railway will be liable only up to the loss of 100. The bag was lost and the passenger claimed 2,500 being its actual value, and pleading that he had not read the condition. उसने कहा कि मैंने वो condition नहीं पढ़ी. Held, the passenger will not succeed whether he read or not, because it was clearly mentioned on the face of the document, see back. It means something is important, you have to back the document. But if in the above example, see back was not mentioned on the front of the document, then passenger will succeed definitely. Okay? Time for revocation of proposal. A proposal may be revoked, I think, discussed at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the proposer, but not afterwards. An acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of acceptance complete as against the acceptor, but not afterward. That is the before tense. Okay. Important है, this can be a direct question for 6 marks in your exam. Please note important. Mode of revocation or lapse of offer, section 6. Please mark it, is important. It may be the direct question in the form. Please write the way or modes of revocation of offer. By communication of notice of revocation by the offer at any time before its acceptance is complete, as we have discussed, by communication of notice. At an auction sale, A makes the highest bid for B's goods. It means A made the offer, but he withdraws the bid before the fall of hammer. Fall of hammer hota hai na, in auction they fall of hammer to complete the bid. But before the fall of hammer, he withdraw his bid. Okay, I'm just withdrawing the bid. I'm not interested for purchase this bid. This means the offer has been revoked before it's accepted. By lapse of time, if it is not accepted within prescribed time, if there is some specific time in the offer and offer was not accepted within that time, the offer will be revoked. And if time is not mentioned, the offer should be within reasonable time. If not accepted within reasonable time, that is considered as revoked. But what is reasonable time depends upon the situation to situation. That will be decided by the court. By non-fulfillment of the conditions which are precedent for acceptance. See example of 70. As a seller agrees to sell certain goods subject to the condition that B, the buyer, pays the agreed price before a certain date, but B fails to pay the price by that date, the offer stands. Clear? If does not fulfill the condition to the offer, the acceptance will not be completed, the offer will be removed. By death or insanity of the offer, offerer जो offerer है उसी की death हो जाती है, provided the offeree comes to know of it before the acceptance. If counter offer is made, if offer is not accepted according to the prescribed mode I have discussed with you, if law is changed, if an offer comes to end, if the law is changed after the offer so as to make the contract completed by offer illegal, incapable of performance. For example, I have made the offer to sell my house, but after the offer, the government made the law, made the changes in law that that house cannot be sold by me because of some reason. So offer automatically revoked, right? So what was the points? Once again, we revise: communication of notice, lapse of time, non-fulfillment of conditions, death or insanity of the offerer, counter offer is made, original offer automatically revoked, offer is not accepted according to prescribed mode, and law is changed. So this is the time for super over 4. But before please allow me for 5 more minutes so that I can take your problems. I have discussed. वीडियो पॉज हो गया सर, क्लियर हो गया? ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, ओके बेटे, कम टू द प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई. Revocation means end of the offer. ठीक है बेटे, let's start with the super over 4 because आप लोगों को भी you have to break for 15 minutes. अभी you are studying with from 2 hours, then you have to take the lunch because another 2 hours you have to get study. So let's start first question. When the proposal or acceptance is made, otherwise than words, the promise is said to be expressed, implied, accepted, rejected. When the proposal or acceptance is made otherwise than words, the promise is said to be expressed, implied, accepted, rejected. Which is the best answer? You have to select the best answer. Next question. Sohan offered a reward to anyone who will find a lost dog. Mohan brought the dog to the Sohan without having knowledge of the offer. If Mohan can recover the reward from Sohan? Next. Rahul received an offer by letter. He gives his acceptance by letter which are duly stamped, proper stamp, postage stamp, address and put in the letter box. This amounts to valid acceptance, not valid acceptance, not in the prescribed manner, none of the above. Okay. Fourth, communication of acceptance is complete as against the acceptor. Communication of acceptance is complete as against the acceptor only when it is put in the course of transmission, when it comes to knowledge of proposer, when it is communicated to the acceptor that the acceptance has reached the proposer, none of the above. Please see carefully, read carefully. As acceptance is complete as against the acceptor. Next. On the face of railway receipt, it is mentioned that to look for the terms and conditions, look behind. Mr. A got the railway receipt but did not read the terms and conditions. He is not bound by the terms and conditions. He is bound by all the terms and conditions, whether he read or not, both of the above, none of the above. Last ball. A, when accepted, becomes promise. Acceptance, obligation, proposal, cross offer. So this was the super over 4. I'm just taking 2 minutes, your problem, your queries. Athar says, sir, if the person receive a letter of offer on 1st July and he reads the letter on 3rd July. Letter received on 1st but read 3rd. So as per the law, it is the communication of offer will be completed on 3rd when it comes to the knowledge. Okay, but he has to prove. Offer has to prove that he received on 1st, he read on 3rd. He has to prove. Minakshi says, sir, revoke means the end. Revoke means end. Sir, if as in case of carbolic ball small company, if any person after Mrs. Carlyle would have contracted influenza after using the balls according to the direction of the company, it means he should have sued the company now. Does not and this contract with your statement that cannot be accepted by any one cannot be other. अरे नहीं नहीं. Please listen. Important point अच्छा है. Sahajpreet Kaur is asking, sir, general offer can be accepted by only one person, right? But if Mrs. Carlyle accepted the offer, no one can accept. Please listen the concept. I am talking about that bottle which was purchased by Mrs. Carlyle. So general offer for that ball is separate from general offer for another bottle. भाई एक बॉटल तो खरीदेंगी कार्लिल मैडम, सारी बॉटल थोड़ी खरीद लेंगी. तो जनरल ऑफर उस बॉटल के लिए था, कार्लिल मैम ने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, दूसरी बॉटल के लिए कोई और एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है. ठीक है बेटे. मैंने आशा सर अपलोड, विल यू अपलोड दिस पीडीएफ? बेटे आई हैव ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड द नोट्स दिस पीडीएफ ऑन द साइट, बट आई थिंक देयर समथिंग टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम which will be solved by today as per the promise of ICI, right? So we come to the, already we have crossed the time, we come to the answers. First is when the proposal or acceptance is made, otherwise then in word क्या कहलाएगा ये? Implied. Otherwise then in word. ठीक है. Next, Sohan offered a reward to anyone who will find the lost dog. Mohan brought the dog Sohan without the knowledge of offer. Whether he can claim? The answer is no. Okay, because acceptance cannot be without the knowledge of offer. Rahul received an offer by letter. He gives his acceptance by letter, which are duly stamped. उसने अपना काम पूरा कर दिया. His work was complete. So it is an valid acceptance. Communication of acceptance is complete as against the acceptor only. When for acceptor, कब होगा? When it is comes to the knowledge of proposer, right? On the face of railway receipt, it was mentioned that to look for the terms and condition, look behind. Mr. A got the railway receipt but did not read the terms. He is bound by the term, whether he read or not. I think this is clear. A proposal when accepted becomes promise. So this was the answer. I'm just taking the name who has given all the correct answer in one shot. चलिए. The first name is Mr. Jala Narendra Singh. Second one is Mr. Poluju Prasad. Third one, Miss Patel Kamlesh Bai. Fourth one, Miss Harnoor Kaur. Then Akshat Dubey. Then Saharpreet Kaur. Okay. I think I should congratulate all of you for your patience hearing, and I think you have enjoyed the session. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. In the next lecture, we will have the test for today's lecture. Then we will start unit 2, communication. Okay. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you, bachcho.